We are catching up on the cruise videos, the very last ones. Everybody's leaving. It's so sad. And Mary's doing some grooming to our little old lady girly here.
Yeah, we're gonna go finish packing.
She can't groom herself because she can't turn all the way around. She's only got one leg in the back. So she needs a little bit of help. Mary's already got another chinchilla there.
Pictures up on deck 10 with
Fun.
Our photographer.
Just telling Mary the chai is delicious. It's really good. Darn it, I missed it. Mary had a big huge string of cheese. No, and it was huge. It was really dramatic. But she always starts to eat before I grab the video. Then we got that's a crab melt. I got a crab melt, gluten free. And then that's a brie and walnut with honey. Happy World Book Day!
Yay!
By the time you see this, it won't be, but...
Speaking of which, I need to do more reading. I have so many books that I had next to my bed, planned to read. Mm-hmm. They've moved down a shelf or two.
Oh, jeez.
And just kind of disappeared into the abyss.
Oh, no.
So I really do need to get more reading done. Like, set a timer.
I've got 2 books that I need to read. I haven't read books in a long, long time. But they're same thing. They're sitting on my little nightstand.
Yeah, and then I can turn on some like cafe music that doesn't have any singing and just read my books.
Yeah, I have 3 books that I had in my Amazon cart, and I put one aside for later. But I did order 2 books, and they should be coming pretty soon. But those are easy readers. Those are little short storybooks, kind of. So I think I'll see when I get them, because the one I thought was a short story was like 100 and some pages, which is kind of short, but yeah. But we're at Barnes & Noble. Did I say that?
I think no, you just said Happy World Book Day.
Oh. Yeah, so we're at Barnes & Noble, and it's snowing again, people. What the heck? Oh, somebody left the car in front of us, and there's a doggy. Looking for his people.
kind of want it. But I have a Harry Potter one that I still haven't made stuff from. I need a book like this. Because I used to know a lot of the stuff from my economics classes in college, but then, you know, after you have to take other classes and kind of like cram a bunch of new knowledge into your brain, it all starts to go away. So maybe I'll get something like that. I wonder if this is by the same people who have the Exploding Cats game. Build a unicorn army, betray your friends. Unicorns are your friends now. I love it. I feel like I need to get this. It does. It looks like the same people who've made Exploding Cats. I might have to buy this for us. So I saw this and I immediately thought to myself, if I ever had to play a game like this with my friends, I probably would be drinking the whole time, because I laugh at just about anything, but I guess it would be a good practice or test to see if I can keep a straight face. So I was a little interested just looking at the front of this, and it looks like it's a magnet game, but how fun would it be to just get this to use all the magnets on your fridge? So then you're just standing there looking for food, or if you're not really hungry, you could just change the magnets on your fridge and make ransom notes. That'd be funny. Side effects, crazy. That seems fun, because then it'd probably have like really relevant memes that we all understand. See? Like this one.
Right.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Is this all new stuff, or have we just not noticed this before? I know they had books, but I didn't know they had games and stuff over here before. And now they've got the dice and everything. Don't show this to Heather. She lost her D&D group. They kind of disbanded. I kind of feel sad because she had a lot of fun with those people. I like it.
How much is it? Because like, we're going to need a bag for all of our books.
Yeah, we weren't planning on buying anything. It's $20.
I've got some things that, well, personal things. First of all, I just thought this would be fun for the family.
Unstable unicorns.
Second of all, I've been talking about investing because I do want to learn how to make passive income. You know, money that kind of works for itself.
Right.
And then
instead of 401ks and
which are
IRAs,
it would be cool to have like secondary.
Yeah, right.
Like other side.
I used to do stocks and bonds.
Yeah, and
then bonds after a while they just don't make money.
Yeah, and I've heard of like Roth IRAs, which are essentially like a 401k, but for yourself. Mm-hmm. And those are relatively, well, like one of the safest investments you can make. So maybe I'll do that one day. But then there's some personal things I need to work on.
It's a happiness journal.
Yeah, so this will be good for stabilizing my mental health. Mm-hmm. And then this one as well, but this will like help me
finding your balance.
Yeah, help me find out why I'm anxious about the things I'm anxious about. And then this will be just a fun exercise for Mom and I.
Yeah.
We were thinking
I'm going to take it over.
And I want to learn more about her. I probably ask way more questions.
Maybe I'll leave her a sentence or two. She can make a little retraction on it.
Or I can do, you know how people read actual books and they make notes on the sides? They do, I just forgot what they're called. I used to do it all the time in high school.
Like Cliff Notes? Or... Yeah,
that was our homework. So I can make little notes. Like, oh, I like this.
Oh, boy. All right. Get out of here before we spend more money.
Yeah. It's windy outside.
Well, I fared pretty well, but Mary's hair went everywhere.
I don't even know where my part is.
When we went into the creperie, I've got my hair in a ponytail because I knew it was going to be windy today. But the whole ponytail was like flipped over in my face when I went inside.
So we did show you the books we got. I am going to try to start using these immediately. Because I have learned that I have a very anxious mind, and I probably need to work on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys are like interested in maybe what helps me and what I learned from these, and following me on my journey, let me know. Maybe I can make some videos on it.
Yeah, they're workbooks, but they're two different types. Like this one, it just has you
do exercises.
Do exercises, and it's kind of like a guideline for how you think and stuff, and different changes that you can make and what you can do.
Yeah, so you learn more about how you process different situations in life and why they make you anxious.
Yeah, so more about your behavior.
Yeah.
But this one is more like a goal achieving journal, where you set weekly things, and you
track your moods.
You track your moods throughout the day.
You write things that you feel like you did well, goals that you met maybe and stuff, so then it kind of builds your confidence too.
Yeah. That's kind of, I used to do something more like this.
Yeah, and this is what I was looking for.
When I was Mary's age.
Yes. Yeah. So when Mom brought this over to me and she started flipping through it, I was like, oh my God, that's exactly what I was looking for, because I was specifically looking for one that has these little mood tracker things. Yeah. So that I can also see what changes week to week or day to day. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. And Heather, she was the one that messaged me that it was World Book Day. She's with a friend today. But we were sitting right next to them in the restaurant. Like, they were carrying on their own conversation and we were carrying on ours. The place was full, packed full. There weren't any tables. But while we were up paying, a table of 4 got up. So, but it was 2 separate little tables, so we moved them apart. Yeah,
that's actually, I did that because I didn't know Heather was going to sit down right away. I actually thought she was going to wait for her friend, so I was like, there's other people in line. I'll separate these so another group can come in.
I mean, Heather was smart to grab the table.
Yeah, so she actually went and grabbed the table. Yeah. So that was a good idea on her part.
Yeah, but she was the one that brought up that it was World Book Day, and she started messaging me, and she said, I guess it has a yearly theme, and this year's theme is indigenous languages. Yeah. And I thought that was pretty cool, because Summers in Alaska, they just put out a video a few days ago about saving a village, and the video was about the Venati, where the people in Venati, everything is just stories that are passed down from generation to generation. And they, they don't write it down.
Yeah, they don't have like physical records.
Yeah, they don't have physical records of all these events and things that happen. They're just passed down through stories from generation to generation.
For some groups of people who never had those resources, because depending on where you're from, it's like, some things aren't written down. There are some, families who share musical pieces, but they never write the music down. Right. Stuff like that. Like, it's pretty similar.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. That's a good video. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
And that's what's cool too about our state parks. Whenever we visited, they actually try to incorporate more of the native cultures, especially the ones more local to the park. Yeah. So they do
and some have, of the languages.
Yeah, so they do have some of those videos that they show, and some of their displays will teach you certain words, like just how to say hello in all the different native languages.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different native languages up here.
A lot more than you'd think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone groups all of the natives into Athabascan, but that's just kind of like an overall, I guess, it's not what people are individually, that's just kind of what they called people from Alaska, but there's so many other groups, some that like I can't even pronounce. Yeah. But they're not all necessarily Athabascan.
Right. Yeah. And, their languages are different from village to village. Yep. So it's kind of neat to hear when people, because they use a lot of tongue, clicking and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's kind of neat.
Different sounds. Like the Navajos, that actually, I thought that story was cool because I did a whole like research paper on it when I was in middle school. But the Navajos, because they have different ways that they pronounce words, and because it was so specific on like the sounds that you make for different words, and they have so many that sound similar, but because of how it comes out of your mouth, like that's how they figure out what the words mean.
What the word really means.
I hope that's making sense. Anyway, the Navajo language is very specific in the sounds that they make for different words, and that is what helped the U.S. win the war against the Japanese, I believe in World War II. They called it the Navajo Code Talkers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because the Americans learned the Navajo language, and then the Japanese, that was like the only code they could not figure out because there were certain pronunciations that just didn't make sense to them.
Which kind of interested me because the Japanese language, I learned Japanese in college, and it was very similar. You know, they have a lot of the same words, but depending on where you put the accent on the word.
Yeah, okay, the accent's what I was looking for.
It needs, it changes the whole meaning of the word.
Yeah, so. Exactly. So hopefully I got all of that correct. Sometimes I have trouble remembering that stuff way back from what I learned in middle school or high school, but yeah, I always thought that was a cool story.
Yeah.
Sorry to get off on a tangent.
Yeah.
Oh, another tip. I'm gonna
okay.
I'm going back to the creperie specifically. We learn, especially on the weekend, if you are going to the creperie, don't get there right at 1 o'clock when everyone's probably going to be there for lunch. Get there at like 1:45, closer to 2. Everyone leaves. Like, and they're still open for a few hours.
Yeah, and that's pretty much par for the course anyway. People generally do lunch between 11 and 1.
Yeah, so we got there right at 1 and it was packed.
And then they start going for early dinner around 2.
Yeah.
So a better time, 3, early dinner around 3. Did I say 2? So I said, a better time to go is 2, is what I was thinking in my head.
Yeah, so if any of you are ever visiting Fairbanks and you want to go to the creperie, which we highly suggest, get there a little later in the afternoon for lunch if you don't mind waiting. Because then you're going to get seating automatically.
Well, I don't know, not always.
It depends on what's going on downtown.
Yeah.
But like, because that place is usually always busy, but there are breaks in between, you know. If you've ever worked in food service or retail, you know that people come in like in waves.
I did not know they were open on Sunday. So I think they used to be closed on Sunday and Monday, but now they're open on Sunday.
They probably realize Sunday's a really good time to open up for those brunch people.
Right. Yeah. And they do have limited hours on Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they're only open from 11 to 4 or something
like that. Yeah.
Okay. I keep looking at the snow outside because it's very windy, and at points you can't tell that it's snowing because the wind is just blowing it so hard. It's because it's just a really light snow.
It's very fluffy. It's probably, once it hits the ground, it just like evaporates.
It blows away. It just, it's blowing somewhere because it's not sticking on the ground. Yeah,
just probably because of the wind, the flakes are probably just breaking off into smaller particles. Can't speak today.
Yeah. Okay, we got a couple more places to go.
Yep.
Alrighty. Let's go. Mary is looking for Reels music. But we came over to the other side of town because if you don't know, this is the nostalgic Safeway for us. My windows are dirty. I did not realize they had so many different kinds of Red Bull. Peach, coconut, yellow, blue, sugar-free. Oh my gosh. These are interesting. Ready to cook meal solutions.
Cajun salmon with garlic butter.
We were just looking at all these.
Single salmon and mixed veggie meal.
Yeah. And they've got pork chops and pesto, beef sirloin and broccoli.
This looks like something I would like.
It's just a steak.
Get a salad on the side.
Wow. This is the reason why I go to Safeway. My Starbucks cost me $2, so that was a deal. And then my groceries, see, the girls like those Cheetos mac and cheese, and we haven't been able to find them anywhere. They have the 5-packs, and there was a coupon deal, plus I get, you know, a member savings discount, and then, you know, it looks like I got a lot of the member savings discounts because I have the Safeway Fresh Pass, they call it. So I don't use it. I mean, a lot of people it would really pay for itself. Mary. It would really pay for itself if you had like grocery pickup or oh, what do they call that? It's not just the grocery pickup, but the delivery. Yeah, so I don't know if they actually have delivery for Safeway here.
There's a lot of apps that do that now. There's Instacart, and then there's another one that I've noticed too.
In town?
There's at least like 2 apps that
Yeah.
you
There
can order
used to be
stuff.
like a Uber Eats. No, that's not right.
Something like, well, I know on like DoorDash and stuff, you can order things.
Groceries.
Yeah, essentially groceries you can order from like Walgreens and Safeway, and someone will go in and pick them up. So I don't know if that works like a drive-up order. Like Safeway gets the order, they package it, and then someone comes in and they say they're picking up for so-and-so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd be interested to know that. But I know there's some
I don't know. I like to go in the stores. I like to get out of the house and do things.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how how people like go home, not do anything.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. It also feels weird, like doing that stuff and then people know where you live. I don't like to order to the house very often. If I ever order lunch or something, I try to order it to work.
Wow. And the other thing is like the strawberries. I picked through every single strawberry box in there,
That's
you know,
true.
and I finally found one. We were just going to give up and not do it, but I happened to lift one up, and there was, like, the last one I looked at was actually, you know, a nice red bunch of strawberries.
I know during COVID we did the like drive up pickup at like Fred Meyer's a couple times, and it's always kind of iffy on the
I had a
produce.
really bad issue with produce. Yeah. And then substitutions. Like, some of the substitutions were just, why were they even thinking that? You know? That was really strange. You know, some of the things that they gave me for substitutions. You know, and they had gotten so busy because of COVID that they didn't text you or call you and ask you if those were okay substitutions. They just put them in there, and then you figured it out later.
Like, no substitutions. If you can't, if they can't find it, then they'll just delete it off of your receipt.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always kind of iffy. I prefer to go in, pick what I want. Sometimes I'll even remember things that I was like, oh, I needed that too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It's snowing harder over here.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're going to go home.
I guess so.
Put the groceries away.
Bye.
So when I backed out of the driveway, leaving today, I slid down into the driveway, or backed out of the garage. But, yeah, Mary and I were saying that life had, when he cleared this off, there was ice underneath there. So if we had a Zamboni, we could make this a whole ice skating rink. It's nothing but ice. It looks like he came back over here and threw some rocks down again, so that should help once the sun comes back out. They said the wind was supposed to stop this morning, but it's still windy. I mean, it's not as windy as it was, because boy, you could hear it whistling through the chimney of the fireplace. Listen to the birds. Lots of birds. But I came back here because look at how far that's hanging over. It's gonna fall once it gets a little bit warm. But the other side fell off. Now that must have fell off when we were gone, because I'm sure that slid all at once, and that we would hear. Walk over here without falling down. Bean is throwing a ball at my feet. Yeah, look, it filled up that whole area back there. Isn't that crazy? Oh my gosh, that's a lot of snow. It's still icy. She's sliding around. It's distracting, or Kip's distracting me. Leave her alone. Hey, hey, hey! Give me my glove bag! Ah! I took my glove off to... Kip, give me my glove! Oh no! He's over there. Don't drop it there! Ah, I'm gonna beat you! I had to trick him to go inside so I can go get my glove, because otherwise he'd go grab it again before I could get it. I see it laying over here. Ah, what a dog. I need new gloves anyway. I had these for almost 2 years. They're my favorite gloves. I get them over at Alaska Feed. So I need to make a trip over there because these are all worn out. Fat burger strikes again. Heather got a chicken and waffle. Look at the size of that thing. Oh my gosh, it's so huge. And then they both got banana shakes. Banana, it was amazing the amount of ice cream they put in there. Oh, in fact, she's making another one right now.
It's really thick.
Mary wanted chicken nuggets, but they don't have them, but they got boneless chicken wings. So they look just like really good chicken nuggets.
Yeah, we want the crunchy nugget.
Yeah. She got them without sauce, but she got them with ranch. So that looks good. And of course I got my no bun burger. So I didn't want to weigh myself. You know, it's been, what, a month since we've been back? A little bit over a month. No, it's been a month since we've been back. And I, you know, haven't really been good with my diet. But I went and got a massage today, and she said that I looked like I was losing weight. So I got on the scale, and I've only gained 2 pounds. So that's not awful. That's not awful, you know, and you can fluctuate a couple pounds, you know, throughout the day. And I didn't weigh myself first thing in the morning. I weighed myself in the afternoon. So, not bad. So we're at the comic shop. The masks are still required. And, well, Heather found a book.
I found a book.
Add to her collection. Is number 9.
Yeah, I have 1 and soon to be 9. 1 to 9.
Yeah.
I'll probably borrow these at some point, but Mom and I have been watching the anime.
Yeah,
it's super cute.
we've been watching the anime on TV.
Oh, I also got.
And And then she got a little thing for her lanyard. But yeah, I was gonna say something about the Spy X Family. I was thinking about the things that we pay for, and I realized that I'm paying for stars $9 a month, and we never use it.
I know, we just need to get rid of it then. Oh, the problem is every time
We get rid of something, then we think of something that we...
or we go to look for a movie and the only place it's streaming is Stars, and it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
something like that.
I don't know. We'll have to look and see. It's just that we don't think about it because it's an extra sign-in. When we go to it, we have to sign in to the Amazon account.
Yeah, well, through Amazon, I think it's connected, so
Yeah,
you
yep.
can look at all the Stars movies, and then you should be able to watch them.
Yeah.
Well, not free.
Right. But we're thinking about getting this and putting it on a video. What do you think?
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Snacks.
Yeah, it's got stuff in it.
Do you like ice
Oh
cream?
my gosh, you guys, look at my yard.
Ice soup.
It's not too good.